Hey guys, Glosswitch Junction again, and today I am bringing you another review, and this time it is another O gauge review, and it is the O gauge Class 08 by Dapol, and as you can see it's that big that I can't get it into shot, which is very grand. There will be a link in the description to go to my Instagram page. It's basically, you can see things, what I'm doing, what I've bought, and basically everything before the video goes up. So without further ado, let's have a look at the box. The product code is 7D-008-009, Class 08, D3002, green, and it is Lake Crest Wasp Stripe. As I said in my previous video, which was the O gauge, what was it, the planked van, the 7D is for diesel, so, and 7 means 7mm, which is O gauge, so that's where it comes from. We've got a nice kind of I'd say detailed sketch on the side there of it, and on top there, which is nice. It's very basic because it's like Dapol. Boxes aren't very well done, as in like illustration, compared to say maybe some of Hornby's limited edition ones. It's just plain bog standard. It tells you in the top corner O gauge, and then Dapol pretty much on every corner of the box. I haven't got the loco inside the box because I don't like the packaging for it. So without further ado, let's have a look inside this box. I've managed to play around with my settings on my phone because this is how I video my videos. I've managed to sort it out. So let's get into the box. As you can see, it's kind of like a thick cardboard, which is quite nice. It doesn't get damaged as much. Also, if we move this out of the way, we get our normal rubbish. We get this from Hatton's, which is to say thank you for your purchase, and I'm guessing that is the owner of Hatton's, which is Christine Hatton, which is quite nice. And then also you can go to Hatton's Model Railways on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and then how to contact them. That's a nice little touch. If we come along to the owner's guide, we've got our, basically just the normal stuff you get. How to access the control panel, how to the screws. There is 5 of them. No. Yeah, there's 5 for the bottom bit where the wheels are. So if you want to access the axles, you take them 5 out. And then if you want to take the body off, there's this one and this one at the ends, which is the body retaining screws. The writing's really small, couldn't see it then. And then this is what the motor looks like. So if you take that top bit off, you can access the DCC chip, which is quite nice. So you got your fast juice, which usually half an hour or an hour in each direction. You got fit-in detailed parts, which I think, yeah, they're pre-fitted, which is good. You got your light operation, because this has got directional lighting, I believe, and cab lighting. Decoder installation, because I know with O gauge you have to sometimes get a special decoder because the motor's bigger, and the normal double O gauge one, it can be not as powerful, so it could damage the motor. The maintenance, so you got your body removal and stuff like that all down here, and it says they suggest after 100 hours of running, a lubrication service. And then on the back there is nothing. It's kind of glossy paper, so it's kind of nice. And then on this other one we've got the Dapol No Quiver 24-month repair warranty, which I think I might need because this loco did have it was okay until I got out the box one day and one of the buffers decided to come off, but we will investigate that later in the video. Just basically all your normal stuff, the no quibble Dapol stuff. So if we put this away now, or move it to one side, we will have a look in the box. You get a small little detail pack. You get what looks like where the sound would go, the sound speaker, and then you get 2 screws, and then also you get 2 window wiper bits to go on the back of the loco. And that's about it really. So if we move that out the way, we get this foam, which is it's not really very soft, it's quite robust, so it can do a bit of damage to the loco if it's not put in carefully. If we remove this, again, it's foam, really thick, and it's not that squishy. We get this plasticky film to cover the loco, basically put the loco in there, then drop it inside the box, like a coffin almost. Don't know if there's anything underneath. I'll have a look just in case. Come on, please come out. As you can see, it doesn't want to come out, so yeah, there's nothing in there. But as you can see, it's made up of layers of. If you look there, you can see the different layers added together just to make it robust. And as you can see, me trying to squish it there just shows you. If I put that back in there, which would help. I do not like this type of packaging because it's hard to get the loco out, because you have to kind of tilt the box upside down to get the loco out. Otherwise you could do some damage with the detail that is on it. If we push that bit down, oh, I didn't realise that come out then. And then put that back in the box, just like so. And then put the detail pack in there and put that back over there. And put the box lid on, and we will have a look at the loco. So here is the loco, the Dapol Class 08 in O gauge. It is very heavy and rather big, as you can see. I have made some modifications to this. I have painted the handrails up here because I want to change this from late crest to early crest and renumber it to Gladys from the Dean Forest Railway. I will put some photos in now. So without further ado, if we start at the front, this is where you mainly see. It is very nice. We've got an etched front grille just here, which is nice. And I don't think the camera wants to focus. We've got sprung buffers. This one is the one that I was on about. It did come off, and I did lose the spring, so I think I might need to send it back to Dapol, I'm not sure. But yeah, as you can see, it hasn't got a spring like the other one, which is a shame, but you know. And then we've got the looks like a screw link coupling, and then as you can see, it comes out, so if it is under stress, it doesn't get too damaged. And then we've got separately fitted lamp irons along the front here, 3 of them there, and then 1 on the grill. I thought I'd get it a bit closer for you guys so you can see. Up the top here, we've got a directional lighting, and the same again down the bottom. There's 3 of them, which is nice. There's this pipe going around here. It was black, I think, but I painted it blue because that is what it is on Dean Forest Railway. I wanted to try and get it as close to that as possible. Same again here with the orange piping for the lights, all like that. And I think I've just knocked the stair bit out. I have, as you can see, it is very delicate, this loco. There is detail everywhere, and for the price it's well worth it. And you get these nice ladders on the side of the loco going down, all looks like metal, all etched. And then you get your step ladders here, which is nice with the handrails. And then you got to be careful here because, as you can see, there's a loose bit of wire, well, not wire, fixing, so what looks like a pipe. If we move on to the buffer beam down here, as you can see, there's rivets everywhere again, so that's nice. And then I'm not sure what these canisters are underneath the loco. We've got a pipe here. Buffers look quite nice. They're not weathered either, so might need to get them weathered. If we come along the side here and on the under frame, you can see there is handrails everywhere along here, and handrails here everywhere, which is really nice. You got your what do you call them? My mind's gone blank. Your handles to open the doors to the engine. You got your grills here, which is nice. I think they're molded, but they look quite nice. And then you've got these like hooks on the side of the, I'm not sure what this unit's called, so if you do know, please put down in the comments. I'll greatly appreciate that. And then we've got some grills here, which I think are etched, but you can't really see much through them. And then we've got a nice little dial here, which I think is for the main tank. As you can see, it says there. That's a good thing about O gauge, you can see all the print. I know with double O gauge you can see it, but you need a magnifying glass with 100 times zoom to actually see it. Again, underneath here, you can see there is writing. I'll try and focus it for you. It doesn't want to focus it. It says hand light socket lube oil drain. Just there. And then you got your British Railways sign, which is very nice. The late crest. So before the late crest, it was early crest, which is basically just a circular one. I don't think I've got one with the early crest on. But if you Google British Rail early crest, it will show you the emblem before the late crest came out. Then we've got these nice pipes underneath the loco here. I did paint these, which was a pain in the neck. They were all black, so I painted one orange and two of them white. As you can see, we've got some really nice wheel linkage here, quite bright as well. Again, I painted that bit like gold or bronze kind of colour, because that's what it was like on the Dean Forest Railway. Again, we've got our suspension along here, all three of them, and then we've got the sand pipes just here, which come down from the sand box. Yeah, there's a sand box there as well, which comes down to the front axle. And then you've got your steps here, your step ladder with more rivets. The camera keeps going out of focus, which is annoying. If we come further along to the cab, we've got the cab door just here, which can open, which is nice. And then you can see inside the cab. We'll get to that in a bit. You got your locomotive number, which is D3002. I'm not sure if this one's in preservation or not, but I know I want to get this renumbered into Gladys from the Dean Forest Railway. Mainly because I have been in the cab and helped drive it with my good friend Ollie. I will put a link in the description to his channel, go check him out. So if we move further along to the back of the loco, I did paint this pipe underneath the loco orange, if it wants to focus again. That pipe there, I'm not sure if it is a pipe or not, but that's what it's like on the Dean Forest Railway. Again, we've got loads of rivets on the buffer beam, and on both buffers it's sprung, so that's good. We've got directional lighting all here and further up, which is nice. But on the Dean Forest Railway, it doesn't have this top light or the middle light. It only has these two lights, so I don't know what to do about that. If we come along to the windows, there's these little raised bumps just there. I don't know if the camera wants to focus. There we go. That little notch there, and on the same other side, that is where them etched windscreen wipers go. So I should really put them on, but I just haven't had the time. We've got another lamp iron there. Same again on the bottom. All three there. I've got this lovely finish with the wasp stripes, which I do like. If we move on to the cab detail, it is all there. The dials weren't painted. I'll try and focus it for you. The dials, as you can see, it's kind of hard to see. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, almost. There we go. The dials I had to hand paint myself, which was quite hard. But I got there eventually. There is some more dials in the cab, which is kind of up onto there. There we go. Which is just there. I had to paint them as well. And as you can see, that orange piping on the cab wall there, I painted that. And then coming down on that left side through the door, I painted that orange as well. As I said before, the cab door can open, so that's nice. If we come along this side of the loco, again, I painted underneath here orange. I had to take the cab off and then kind of take the motor off the frame and then take this bottom bit off to access this, because the sun box was in the way and that was an absolute pain in the neck. There was about 100 parts on my desk. It was make sure I didn't lose any. Again, we've got really nice rivets all the way along the body side, everywhere, as you can see. Again, we've got these like I can't remember what they're called, but you can kind of make the shape of bolts out along the edges of the cover in here, and the same again up here. We've got some writing here, which is the fuel drain, main tank, the service tank, hand light socket, heating return drain. So these do stuff for the fuel, and then that's a heating or something. My hand is starting to ache because of how heavy this is. If the camera wants to focus, thank you. I also painted this white, which is the mile, I don't know what it's called, measures the miles on it. It basically, there's a rod coming from this little box down here to, I believe this, where that square bit is, there's a rod and it just moves with the axles and it just measures how many miles. So that's quite cool engineering. Again, this side we've got the suspension struts all the way along, and then we've got more rivets and bolts on the axles. Got a nice illustration there of the British Rail lake crest with the like what looks like a dragon holding a wheel and then the crown. Painted the handrail on both sides. If we come along the top of the loco, there isn't much to it. You've got your exhaust port, some rivets on the edges and that. Got the ladders, and then we've got the whistle. I'm not sure what this is, so if you do know, please put down in the comments. I'll greatly appreciate that. We've got the cab roof vent, which does open and close. Does have a bit of a resistance to it, which is quite nice. Got more rivets again on the roof, so if you're a rivet counter, feel free to count them, but you'll be there for a long time. We've got nice glazed windows, nice and flush, and as you can see, they're nice clear as well. Maybe a bit of dust on them, and you can see some of the cab details there. Got your accelerator and that. If I move my hand out of the way, same again here. We've got some nice flush glazing with the windows. We've got like a black border around the windows, which is cool. And then we've got these, like, I don't know what they are, these little caps going along the sides here. And again, we've got the vents, which is nice. So this is lovely loco. So I think on that note, I will rate the running performance. I have actually ran this loco, and I do have a video of it, which I will insert now. So for the running performance, I will give this a 9 out of 10, only because the motor is huge. I'd say it takes up the whole length here. If we open this, if it wants to come off, I've found a trick, which you always open the cab side first, and then you can access it. You can see in there. It doesn't really show it that well. So you put the bit back on and it just clips back on, which is quite nice. So the running performance is a 9 out of 10. It does have a big flywheel, so that does help it make it really smooth running. The value for money, as you can see, it's absolutely crammed with detail. Both cab ends, ends of the loco, side the loco as well. So value for money, I would give this I'd say 8.5. It is really nice. And for the value for money, it was £191 from Hatton's. And if you think of the new Dapol O gauge Class 08 that's coming out from Hornby, they're charging nearly, like, I think it's £150. So for something 4 times the size, it is well worth it. If you didn't see my previous video, I will put a link to it. I do show the size comparison, and I did have a little rant about the price difference on Hornby and Bachmann compared to O gauge Dapol stuff. The packaging, I would rate this I'd say a 6.5. I do not like that packaging. The box itself is good because it's really thick, but if I bring the box into shot a second, if I just move this out of the way, oh, it's that big, it's not in shot. The box itself is good because of how thick it is, so it's quite robust, but the foam inside is just awful. It's not like proper foam, it's like plasticky foam where it's really brittle, and you can cause damage to the loco if you keep putting it in and out of the box, which I have done. So I've learnt my lesson, and I'm not putting it back in this box. I will try and find somewhere else to put it, either in a display case or a custom built box for it, so it won't take any damage. And as I went to pick this loco up a minute ago, the glazing decided to pop out on the other side of the cap, so that is great. Just there, that is very great. So I will have to glue that back in. So be aware, the glazing doesn't have much glue on it, as you can see, and it just slipped out my fingers there, which is this side. So I need to put that back in just there. So that is now going to have to be taken off the score. For the value for money, it is good, but it is a very delicate model at the same time. As you can see, this buffer, that came off, and then also that bit, and I've lost the spring, so I need to buy new buffers. So I am going to have to rate this a 7. No, not a 7. I'm going to say a 6.5, because it just seems like everything's coming off it now. It is don't get me wrong, and it is absolutely superb model, but if things keep popping off and having to be glued back on, or excuse me, I can't get my words out. If I have to buy new blooming parts for it constantly, I don't really want to keep doing that, because that's an expense that shouldn't really be happening. So as you can see, there is no spring, so that needs to be glued back in as well, and that needs to be glued back on if I found a spring. So for overall value for money, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Yeah, the running performance, as you saw, it is very smooth. It's got a big haulage capacity. The weight of it is ridiculous. Yeah, and on that note, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share the video. Don't forget to show your friends as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. I hope you all stay safe, and peace out.